สวัสดีค่ะ Hi, I'm Air.
I'm KP, and welcome to the New Leaf Wellness Podcast, number 3. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm really good. 5 reasons. I can think of a few more than 5. Today we're talking about 5 reasons you might need to detox.
Number 1, you don't feel good about yourself.
Number 2, you've tried to lose some weight and you just can't keep it off.
Number 3, you cannot control your cravings.
Number 4, you've never been to a dedicated detox, soft food type detox wellness resort before.
And number 5, you need some time off, some healthy holiday.
Healthy holiday sounds good. We're going to take a deep dive into all these points coming right up. Five reasons you might need to detox. And we're at reason number 1. You don't feel good about yourself.
Basically, you constantly feel fatigue and stress. So we're going to go deep a little bit about feeling fatigue, right? You might have 8 to 10 hours sleep and you wake up, you still feel tired.
Oh, I know that.
You might need a little afternoon nap. Like, oh my God, if you don't nap, you just get moody and cranky. Your energy just plummeted. You cannot sustain your energy throughout the day.
That was one of the first things I realized after detox, that I had that consistent energy level across the day. Before that, it was, a little snack in the afternoon just to keep going. And it was a real challenge for me towards the end. And, when my metabolism slowed down, my whole body slowed down. And I didn't want to slow down. I wanted to try and keep up. But it was impossible.
Yeah. And stress. So you just feel stress for every little things. You cannot control yourself hardly. Every little thing bother you. A lot of things that you can handle before, no problems, and now become such a big issue to you.
Often described as low-level panic.
It could be.
A little bit like road rage,
Yeah. One of our guests shared with us that when she at home, sit in her backyard, and the butterflies and the dragonfly fly around her, and it bothered her. And her husband said, darling, you need to do something. This is not right. They're not mosquitoes, they're not bees, they're butterfly. So it's like it hit her. Wow, I had to do something.
Yeah, what's that about? Yeah.
Yes. Lack of mental clarity. Basically, you just lose the ability to restore certain memory. You could sit in a meeting room and forget what to say. You cannot do a simple math. And the next big one is you have problem with digestion. A lot of us might experience IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. These are conditions that I guess experience a lot.
Right.
Basically, what it is one day you might be constipated and the next day you might have diarrhea. Yeah. So it really affects a lot of people's lifestyle. And you cannot really cure for that unless you do a proper detox. And how it helps with detox is to bring back the balance to your body. When the body heals itself, the body heals from everything. You see, you cannot just choose that like, okay, if you have problem with IBS or diabetes or high blood pressure, and you just treat individual, and you do detox, the body treat as a whole body. And when you cure from everything. You cannot just be selective. Okay, I want to cure only diabetes and leave high blood pressure for next year. It doesn't work like that. When the body heals from everything.
Right. Five reasons you might need to detox. Reason number 2, you've tried to lose some weight, but you can't keep it off.
Many experts out there have tried to convince us that losing weight is a matter of calories in and calories out. It's about energy balance, right? It's about eating less and exercise more. But most of the time, it doesn't work like that.
It's the wrong balance, right?
Yeah, because not all calories create equal.
Right.
For example, sugar and flour calories are way different.
To saturated fat calories?
Yes, that's right. For example, sugar, processed sugar, and fructose. We can get into it in another episode. They're very different. They trigger addiction and overeating. Also spike insulin and inflammation, which make you feel, not good about yourself, store the belly fat, and block the ability to feel full. So you end up eating a lot more.
As you said, I'd love to do a show about fructose and how fundamentally different it is from other sugars. And there's so much of a myth out there about how bad it is. Oh, it does this. That. It's rubbish. It is really good for you. Fruit is really good for you. And, I challenge anyone to say otherwise, especially when you understand how fructose works in your body. There's no way it can do the things they say it does.
That's right. It's, for example, Thai people, we eat fruit major in our daily life. Yeah. And most of us, if we eat only that, we don't accept the Western culture food, no way we have problem with weight.
Yeah, well, the weight's come on in these Asian cultures since the introduction of Western diets.
That's right.
Yeah, we see it all the time.
Yeah. And we want to mention about one of our guests. He was Biggest Loser, the show. He was the winner of the Biggest Loser. And he lost 50 kilos during the show. And he went home and he lost 50 more kilos.
So that's 2.2 pounds per kilo, 220 pounds?
Yes.
Wow.
So he lost a total 100 kilos.
Before detox? So what happened? He still have 25 kilos to lose. After lost 100 kilos, he became an expert of losing weight. Of course.
However, he couldn't lose any more weight. Doesn't matter how hard he tried. Continue with good eating regime. Continue with exercise. Doesn't lose weight anymore. It just stop. So he came to detox and he lost 24.5 kilos in 28 days.
Wow.
And that's amazing. So what happened? How come he able to drop more weight during the detox? What happened? The toxin that's stored in your body, they store in fat cell.
Right.
The bigger you get, it means you have more fat cell. And the toxin, they stay inside this fat cell to keep you, stay away from the vital organ inside us. So the more toxin you have, the more fat cell you have. And another thing that helps so much is liver flush. Most of people who have weight issue have a fatty liver.
Okay.
During this 28 day, he get to do 4 liver flushes. And each time is amazing. He have lost a lot of gallstone, lot of fat, a lot of water weights that come out each liver flush. And that's how you have to do it. You have to make sure that you lose the fat in the liver first, and everything else will come out of you.
So you're talking about a calorie deficit to lose weight to a certain point. So the water fasting and all these other kind of specialist fasting types of things work to a certain point and then they stop, right? Because you're saying you have to eat to lose weight. Yes,
that's right. You have to eat to lose weight. If in calorie deficit works, then starvation should work then. People that starve themselves, they stop losing weight because the body again take measure to protect you. Because they're like, oh my God, you're in danger. So they say, you're not going to eat anymore. The body can have to store absolutely everything. Because they don't know when you're going to eat again. So they have to make sure the food that you eat last time, that's going to last for a long time. So that's why starvation doesn't work. It's about eat what you eat.
So it's losing I just want to get a little clarity here. So it's losing the toxins stored in the fat cells that can't be done with just fasting.
No, not just fasting alone. You have to assist the body.
So you have to eat.
You have to
have
eat.
some sort of, yeah, okay.
And in cooperation with Coloma, right? Oral detox supplement to help assist the process.
You have a couple of far infrared saunas at your resort, New Leaf Detox Wellness Resort. far infrared is really different to other type of saunas.
Yes.
Can you explain the infrared type part?
Yes, basically the infrared sauna that is a part of our schedule, it go deeper, not just the heat. See, the infrared, it's like the waves. They go deeper to the cell level. And because you're in a detox process, the body in the mode of letting go of the waste and toxin. So it speeds the process, making it a lot faster because it go deeper and the body in the mode of letting go anyway. So all the toxin come out.
5 reasons you might need to detox. And this is reason number 3. You can't control your cravings. It's a big one, right?
Yeah, for sure. Especially from sugar and carbs. The fact that sugar and flour are biologically addictive. The science is clear and proven. What happened? It's addiction, really. Food is a drug of choice. And a lot of us depend on this. If you really need something to pick you up during the day, you could be addicted to food.
Let's talk about that first. Addiction, as far as I'm concerned, is using something to change the way you feel. And there's no doubt I've done that before in the past with food. No doubt. I'm an emotional eater. So I have these triggers that, where I'll smell something, I'll get stressed, I'll look at something, I'll hear something, it'll create an emotion, and that emotion will trigger hunger or a craving. Not hunger, but a craving. That's what you're talking about.
That's right, that's correct. So if you need certain thing to change the way you feel, you should look into it. You could be addicted to food or you depend on food. If you like, for example, when you don't have that sugar in the mid-afternoon, you get really moody, it's something there that you should look into it. Because this is a major toxin. Sugar is worse than cocaine.
What's the best way to cut through all that? Is it like a not raw food? We don't really subscribe to a diet as such. I don't particularly believe in the keto thing. I don't believe in the vegan thing. I know people who are stressed all day working out what their next meal is going to be.
Yes.
I mean, who wants to live like that?
That's right.
You might have some other things around animals and eating animals. That's your thing. That's not what we're talking about here, right? We're talking about eating a balanced, healthy.
When you're healthy, not just about what you eat, it's about the state of mind as well. You cannot just think about, oh my God, cannot eat this and cannot eat that and don't do this and don't do that, because many bloggers out there tell you, okay, to be healthy, you have to be a certain way. And when you try to follow it, you think like, oh my God, it is what it takes. This is what it like to be healthy. It's too much. I don't want to do it. Because the minute you feel deprived, it won't work. So my suggestion is, instead of label yourself to be something, you don't have to be a paleo eater. You don't have to be keto or anything, raw food eater. You should be you. You have to find the balance for you. For example, already, very, very simple. Growing up, we all learn. And back to basics, just eat a lot of vegetable, a lot of fruit. You cannot stop eating carb. The body still needs it. Fat as well. The body really needs fat, good fat. Protein, need all this. That's what the body needs. If any people out there said, oh, don't eat any of this, it's not balanced. It's all about balance and moderation. You have to find it. My balance and your balance could be different.
Exactly. I was going to talk about that. What works for me and what works for me now may not work for anyone else. So when you actually get on a diet, you have to get off the diet.
That's right.
And it's not about being on a diet, right?
It's about lifestyle changing.
And what works for you and finding out how, there's still a lot of the food I really like to eat doesn't work for me. It doesn't necessarily mean I don't eat them anymore. I eat them with consequences.
That's right. That everything you eat, it comes with consequences, If you want to look good, for example, look good, it means healthy, clear skin, good body, not overweight. You cannot just eat absolutely everything, right? It's about balance. I will share with you the method of how you balance yourself. Doesn't mean you have to stop eating red meat altogether if that's what you like, red meat. However, you cannot eat red meat every single day. If today you eat red meat, tomorrow you can eat fish instead. If you like pizza or pasta, again, you cannot eat every day, but you don't have to cut it out from your life altogether. Today you eat pasta already, the next day you might have salmon with salad instead. This is how you balance yourself. And the benefit of detox for this is when you detox and you're fasting, you put a full stop. See, you stop certain habit and you can form a new habit and flush this craving out of you.
That's why the first couple of days out of detox are very important, right?
Yes, that's right. That's why the people go to withdrawal and things like that of day 3 and day 4. And after that, when you bounce back from your withdrawal, the benefits is amazing.
Five reasons you might need to detox. And we're up to number 4 now. You've never been to a dedicated detox, soft food, wellness resort before.
Yes. When we refer soft food as a liquid diet.
Liquid diet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically you have juice, smoothie, and soup along with herbal supplements and tea and everything. So most of us never in our life take time off from food. But what happened nowadays, we don't just eat food anymore. We pretty much abuse ourselves with food.
We can.
Yeah.
Can abuse it. Not everyone does.
Yeah.
I used to, but don't do it. Don't do it as much anymore. Maybe once a month.
Yeah. Yeah, but basically, you eat more than your body needs.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's we call abuse. So you need more than your body needs. So along with many other things like alcohol, coffee, sugary stuff, too salted food, things like that. So don't give your body a break that your body really needs to function, and as we aging, as we get older, things slow down. And a lot of people experience and struggle with this, with toxins and fat in our body that increase every single day with stressful lifestyles and everything. To give your body a break.
You don't really know until you do it, right?
Exactly. Because a lot of time we might think we're healthy until you reach a new level, until you try something different and you're like, wow, But what happened these days with stressful lifestyle, as I mentioned, pollution everywhere, the toxin, everything come from every single places. It's hard to maintain a good health. We have a guest, one of my guests, she got breast cancer 10 years ago. And during the detox, she came out and shared with me. After she did the coma, she could smell the chemo drug come out of her.
Wow.
That from 10 years ago. And it freaked her out. So what that tell you, it means certain substance, certain toxin could stay in our body for a very, very long time. And the effect to the body, it's terrible.
I lived in Shanghai for nearly 6 years. I was training and racing up there. And when I came to Thailand, it took me probably 5 years to get over it. In the morning, I could feel it, the indigestion on my chest. And it was horrible. It took a very, very long time to get over it. And I was an athlete. Well, I still am an athlete,
For sure, because that unexplanation symptom that you just like, what happened to me? Why have breakout all the time?
Oh, the unexplained stuff where, I'd go back to China and my skin would break out. I'd be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, exactly. When you have those kind of symptoms, because the body, the inside, it's crying out, that's like something wrong with me, Seek help, do something about it. See, it's not about taking more drug, right? Could you have certain symptoms of breakout? Doesn't mean you take antibiotics to take away of this issue.
It's about drugs.
Yeah, it's about going to the root of the problem.
Right.
And the fastest way is to detox, to cleanse and bring the body back to balance again.
We've had some really amazing guests over the years. We had a woman come from the United States, and she actually said, I'm in a process of elimination. So what she did, she came to detox and she stopped everything, and then she went home, and each week she added a couple of things to her diet until she had the skin problem again, and then was able to identify what it was and get rid of it. Now, who's got the patience and time to do that? Not many people can do that. But she cured herself.
Yeah.
You know, she now has a blog, and she's, she helps people do the same thing. But detox is literally a punctuation mark in your life. It's like, we've got these problems. Why have we got these problems? Let's stop now.
Yeah.
And then restart.
Yep.
If you get out of detox and go straight to McDonald's and have a burger, you do what you always did. You're going to get what you always got.
That's right.
It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
Water finds its own level every single time, and if you set a new level, you'll reach it.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, but it's definitely
sure
worth it, right?
Yeah, for sure. The benefit of detox for this is definitely you have problem with your skin. It definitely help to have the skin that you wanted, the radiant, glowing skin, and help to balance your energy, balance your emotions, improve your self-confidence, and prevents of many diseases and illness as well.
Extend your life.
Yeah.
It's definitely a life extender.
Exactly. Quality living.
The quality of life too.
Yeah, exactly. Right. No need to live to 90 years old and you have to take so many drugs and cannot walk, right? It's all about quality living. It's mean as you're aging, you can do absolutely everything that you can do when you're 40 years old, 50 years old.
Five reasons you might need to detox. And we're up to reason number 5. You haven't had a holiday without a pina colada or a beer or a little umbrella in your drink.
Yeah.
You might need a healthy holiday, some
Yeah.
time out, some time off the coffee, some time off the cigarettes, some time off the booze.
I'm sure all of us, have a holiday like that, a normal holiday. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, but a lot of us might experience when you go on normal holiday, you end up eating a lot more and drink a lot more.
We love a buffet breakfast.
Yeah. And you might feel good during the holiday, but when you come back and you look at yourself in the mirror, you just feel depressed, or you go on a weight scale, you already gain a few kilos in the matter of a week. And it just like depress you. So this is another option, and you can look into it. It's called productive holiday. It's something like you go away and you feel better about yourself.
My thing with the buffet breakfast, can I get back to that? Because that's a bit of a favourite of mine. A bit of a guideline for myself is if I don't eat it at home, I don't eat it at the buffet. However, I do, have some extra things when I'm at the buffet, but I don't go nuts. And I really don't understand why they have pancakes and flapjacks and all sorts of stuff. I mean, I don't really know too many people that eat that stuff at home anyway. Maybe they do. Well, not in this country anyway.
I think it's a thing, people think it's just a treat. You go on holiday, so you just like treat yourself, that kind of things,
With all those pastries. I mean, I went to a place recently and they just had this huge row of pastries and this tiny little section of, nuts and bircher muesli and a few other bits and pieces. Yeah. And I just thought, well, that kind of sums it up really.
Yeah. A lot of us work so much, very stressful, and you feel burnt out, And I can assure you, if you end up eat more and drink more, it's going to make you feel worse. Yeah, when you go to healthy holiday, it actually help recharge the battery and you go back to love yourself again. Feel better about yourself because at home with little sleep, a lot of responsibility, don't have time to exercise, going away for that healthy holiday. So you would get this 7 or 8 hours sleep, that your body might be long for it. A quality sleep, you might learn new things. Practice deep breathing. Learn how to cook Thai food if you here in Thailand. Or learn some yoga. Walk on the beach barefoot. Enjoy the morning sunrise. And give yourself that self-love. Let the body been asked for it for so long.
We all deserve that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Great talking to you again. Thank you very much for that. That's 5 reasons you might need to detox. Oh, good. First one was?
You don't feel good about yourself.
Yeah. Second one is you've tried to lose weight and you can't keep it off. Third one?
You cannot control your cravings.
That's right. And the fourth one is you may not have been to a dedicated wellness retreat before. And the fifth and final one?
You might need some time out for yourself, some healthy holiday.
Yeah, a healthy holiday. Detox holiday. Sounds good. If you'd like to follow us, you can do so on Instagram and Facebook. We're at New Leaf Wellness Podcast. And once again, thanks a lot.
Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ